Okay, ready.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how can I start this, okay? This is the history of the adventures of a little hummingbird, okay? The little hummingbird actually is my grandson Zachary, and he lived in Georgetown, with mom and dad, because he born about 4 months ago, and is the most beautiful hummingbird on the world, and it's a little hummingbird because he moved the legs and he moved the hands like a wings, like a hummingbird. And he had the chance to meet all the grandparents and the grandmother together, because all of them, they come in for very special reason, because the mom of the little hummingbird was a little sick. For that reason, we had a chance to keep, the little hummingbird in our hands. Now, when grandpa, grandma, they were with little hummingbird, he was very happy. He loved to be, wet in his feet, we fly with the little hummingbird and we make him laugh, I enjoy every moment we are with him. But then, every one of us, we have to back, from where we come from. And little hummingbird is starting to feel little bit alone. And one day he said, Mom and Dad, look, I'm going to do a little bit of walkabout, and I'm going to see my grandpa, my grandma, Nono and Nona, who live in New York. And I want to see them because I'm missing my grandparents very much. And he promised, he coming back as soon as possible. For that reason, one day, he put his backpack and started flying and flying and flying, and he fly up north. And he go to New York, and every time, he found another bird on his way, and he say, look, you know what is New York? You know what is Canandaigua? I want to find my grandparents because they live there. And all the animals, helping the little hummingbird in his way. And well, like this, some of the birds, they say, oh, come on, little hummingbird, we help you. It's a long way, but you can reach that point. And he continued fly and fly and fly until he reached Canandaigua, and go and knocking on the door of Nono, and coming Nono Day and Nona Judy and say, Nona, no, I miss you very much. I coming to see you. I cannot live without you. Oh, the Nono, start crying, and Nona too, and he said, little hummingbird, you did all this long trip, to see us? Yeah, because I miss you, and we are family. I want to be close to you. Okay, and he kissing and kissing, Nono and Nona, and then going to see Uncle David, Auntie Lauren, and he found out his cousins, Emily, Will, and Dave, that they waiting for the little birds, and they say, Neo, we are all together, I see you, this is the best thing, I wish to see all of you, and he told, also go around, and fly over the forest and see all the deers, and the deer say, hello, little hummingbird, you coming? Yes, I'm coming to see you because I want to see you all. All right, after long time, with them, he say, Nono and Nona, I have to leave you tomorrow because I have to fly south. I want to see with my grandmother born in Peru, and I'm going to see when my grandfather born in Uruguay. But I promise that one day I coming back. Okay, never forget me because I coming back. I promise that. And he start flying and fly, and he fly over the big forest, and he say big forest, and he say, goodness, I didn't know that everything is so green, full of rivers, and all the other birds coming to see hummingbird, because the hummingbird fly, and moving his arm, about 1,000 times per hour, and he say, I had to go. My nonna told me many things about Peru, about the big civilization on the high mountains, and everyone say, yes, you can do, hummingbird, continue fly, but you have to fly very high, because it's very high mountain. And hummingbird start going up and up and up and up, and he fly over the snow on the high mountain, when suddenly he saw a city, a big city on the top of the mountain, and he saw a very old city without people, but he said, what a beautiful place. Look, I can see right here, this beautiful place. What a lovely. The place was named Machu Picchu, and he was flying on top of the Andes mountain. He said, oh, I know now what my grandma told me about this beautiful country, but I had to continue down, because also I want to see where my grandfather born. And he continued to fly and fly over the Amazon. What a green and beautiful place, full of rivers, full of birds, and everybody going to help the hummingbird to continue his trip, and always he asking, you don't know where is Uruguay, you don't know where is, yeah, go south, you follow south, okay, look, my cousin can tell you, and all the other birds coming and joining hummingbird in his trip, and they continue go down, when they found also a beautiful country with all green, with a lot of cows, and also with a big river, and they say, this is Uruguay. Yes, the other one say, why do you not stay with us, We're going to see the gauchos, we're going to see how they go over the horses, we're going to see all the people who live in here, and hummingbird fly everywhere and see everything about the country in Uruguay. But then he say, well, now it's a big trip, because I have to go back, on top of the mountain and go to find my grandparents, who they are in Sydney, in Australia. And all the other birds say, but it's too far away, hummingbird, you reckon you can do that? He say, of course I'm going to do. I have the willing to see. My grandparents. And he continued fly and fly and fly, go over a few islands, go over Tahiti, go over the Pacific Ocean, and continue to fly to reach Australia. Then, one day he was flying over the coast of Australia, and he saw a big crocodile, and he said, goodness, if one of them open the mouth, they're going to eat me. But I don't allow that. And he continued fly and fly and fly, and make more friends, more birds, He meet the cockatoos and say, hello, Mr. Cockatoo, how are you? Good. Where you are from? Oh, I am from United States, but I coming down, to see all my grandparents. Where they are, your grandparents, the cockatoo say. They say, it's in Sydney. Oh, little hummingbird, but you have to continue fly for a long time. It's very far away. Don't worry, I'm going to see them. And he continued to fly and fly and fly. They say, all right, continue fly down, and you're going to find, a beautiful city where you can see where it is, you know. And hummingbird continue fly. Suddenly coming to a rocky point, you know, and he was flying over the sea when he saw a big shark. It's a white pointer, very big shark, you know, who go around a small group of baby seals, you know, and hummingbirds say, I have to save them, I have to save them, because this big shark tried to eat them. And the hummingbird coming down, you know, baby seal, go to the rocks, go to the rock, because the big shark around. When the big shark heard hummingbird say that, you know, he jumped out of the water, opened the mouth, and tried to get hummingbird, but lucky he fly higher and higher and higher, and the shark, doesn't matter how many times he jumping out of the water, he couldn't get, you know, hummingbird. And then, you know, the hummingbird see the seals, you know, go over the rock and save themselves. That's it. Very good. Now, the shark cannot eat in this little baby seal. And he continue fly. In his flight, he found a kookaburra. And the kookaburra say, what are you doing, my little friend? They say, oh, I had to fly to Sydney. What it is? Say, well, look, you know, you have to fly over the desert, you have to fly over the big forest, then we're going to see a big rock, what is iron rock, you know, but if you continue fly, you're going to find Sydney. And it's what he did, you know, he continued fly, and one day, you know, was late on the night, you know, and he feel very tired, and he say, I want to rest, you know, I'm very, very tired to fly. And coming there and to see Mr. Kangaroo, where can I sleep? I don't know, the kangaroo say. Why? Because I feel very, very tired and I want to sleep, you know, for the night. The kangaroo say, look, going to speak with Mr. Wombat, maybe he have accommodation, and he go to see the wombat, and the wombat was fat, you know, and big around, and he say, Mr. Wombat, where can I sleep? The wombat say, look, you know, I have accommodation in my home, but it's under the ground, you cannot do that. What you have to do, you know, why are you not talking with Mrs. Koala? It's in that tree and she have couple baby, maybe she have accommodation for you. Okay, little hummingbird continue and see Mrs. Koala and say, hello, Mrs. Koala. Oh, hummingbird, what are you doing here? Oh, I coming for resting for the night. Okay, she said, what about if you're sleeping with me and with the kids, and tomorrow morning you take a good breakfast and you continue to your trip. It's what he did, you know, he's sleeping with the koalas, and Mrs. Koala told many history about, you know, how is the desert, how is the big forest, what they living in the tree, and the hummingbird take a good rest. But in the following morning, he continued fly down below, and down below, you know, continue, and he saw beautiful beaches of the white sand, and continue fly until he see a big, very big bridge, and they say, goodness, how big bridge! I never see a big bridge like this, you know. And the Rosella who fly together with hummingbird say, you see, hummingbird, this one here is Sydney Harbour Bridge, and you see that big house who looking like a sail, looking like a ship, is the Opera House. They say, oh, I am very close now to the home of my grandparents, because they told me they living around here. Where they live? And they say, well, they live in Greystanes, you know, and Greystanes is to the west, little bit to the west, you know, close to the Blue Mountain. And Mr. Hummingbird and the little hummingbird say to the Rosellas and to the cockatoo and kookaburra who come with him, can you give me the way to go in there? They say, okay, but first we're going to walking over the Blue Mountains. And they fly over the Blue Mountains, and suddenly, you know, the kookaburra say, I know where Aubuelo living. Aubuelo living down below. You see that house? And hummingbird looking down below, and see